They said a woman could never be funny. They said a woman needed tits and to thrive in the realms of man. In this cold, dark world, anime misogyny was at an all-time high. Misogyny here, misogyny there, misogyny every goddamn where, but that all ended today. Because of one bad little girl. This girl refused to cook. This girl refused to clean, but she still stood 10 toes down and got that ring and put herself in the running to be one of the greatest female characters of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Momo Ayase-san. She's so good, she's so bad, I can only describe her in 3 words. She's that girl! Cue the music! I don't know about you, bro, but I feel like there's been a humongous deficiency in great female anime characters since the dawn of time. To the point that if you held a gun to the back of my head and asked me to name 5 great female characters, not gonna lie, I'm dead. But then I'll come straight back to life and say, Mama, san, Mama chan. I know what you people in the comments are saying. Dick Rider! First off, don't be silly, Billy. Women don't have dicks. I can't be a dick rider. If anything, I'm a vagina rider. Second. Alright, bet, bro. Let's switch it up a little bit, huh? Let's put the gun to your head. Now, before I blow your head off the top of your head, name me 5 great shonen female anime characters that aren't Momo, that A, don't suck off the main male character, B, are not one-dimensional as fuck, C, are not always a damsel in distress, and D, they don't look like they want dick in their mouth. Exactly. Boom, 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 boom. Don't worry, my dude, I used to be just like you, a lame, ignorant to the truth, unseasoned. That was until I saw the light. And watch Dandadan. Dandadan is a popular anime about a girl that believes in ghosts and a boy that believes in aliens. Both think the other is capping, then it turns out they're not. Both aliens and ghosts are real. And then from then on, shit gets fucking crazy, bro. From people losing their balls to weird alien sexual assault to people gaining psychic magical powers to people losing their balls again to people getting sexually assaulted again. And again and again. Look, you might call me a goddamn weirdo for even watching this shit, but guess what? I guess 1.5 million niggas is weirdos as well because this shit is gas. And it's all because of that girl. In this video, because of how good she was in season 1, I'll basically go over how great she is in season 2 from episodes 1 to 12, mainly focusing on her and any other cool moments I found interesting in this season. Anyway, let's do this! Where have you been all my life? So episode 1 of season 1 started off with sensual assault, so I will give you a cookie if you can guess how season 2 of episode 1 starts.
Oh my god.
Oh hell. That's right, you guessed it. It starts off with sensual assault. This mangaka, this writer has no chill. But anyway, these crusty, perverted old men see a freshly young Momo chilling in a hot spring. And just off her appearance alone, you know these damn evil Knievel vitamin D deficient motherfuckers was up to no good. They slide through, they struggle, it gets intense, but she's saved, but not by a man, but by a woman. Well, technically, a woman in a cat's body. Turbo Granny!
Having a hard time, are we?
Another excellent female character. She's basically like an onion, and like Shrek said, onions are ugly as fuck, but they have many layers. Ugly on the outside, hideous on the inside, but they will still make you cry from laughter.
Thanks for the save, Turbo Granny. I'm gonna need your help with the rest of these creeps.
I ain't doing jack, you poophead. Uh-oh. Who are them bitches?
And even though I clown her ugliness, she actually does have a layer of kindness. She'll step in for victims of SA, and she'll step in when it matters, which is what I love about Dandadan. Not a single female character is one note, especially Momo. So after scaring the creeps away with Granny, Momo dips to the shrine to get some knowledge. And she's even thinking, yo, this will be a cool spot for me and Okarun to hang out. Romance is blooming for our 2 main leads. But hold up, she comes back and she sees her 2 boys, her lover, and her happy-go-lucky childhood best friend have been absolutely violated by the same damn creeps and a bunch of old hags as well. But what does she do? She immediately gets to step in. Look at the form, look at the decisiveness. This is what separates her from most shonen girls. She doesn't just stand around screaming somebody else's name.
Naruto!
She takes charge, she throws hands, and I'm not gonna lie, she's not perfect. She gets her cute ass whooped sometimes. But, on my life, even in her darkest moments, she'll make sure everyone knows one thing. she's that girl. Let me show you her thriving in her darkest moments. So the hags and creeps get eaten by this worm monster, and this worm monster has the power to make people commit suicide. What are you doing? So she ends up trying to kill herself. She about to commit seppuku, but she's saved by Turbo Granny and by a man. And yes, before anybody says anything, yes, you're right, she needed saving 3 times in the span of 1 episode. And yes, a woman was saved by a man for the 100th time in an anime. And yes, she did summon the main male character.
You're gonna get such an ass whooping.
Oh, bummer, another great female main character down the drain. Psych nigga. Let me tell you why she's still up there, bruh. You see, you're right, she was a bit of a damsel in distress like all your other typical shonen anime girls, but it was only temporary. You see, in Dandadan, they all take turns saving each other. One moment she needs to be saved, and the next moment she's the one doing the saving. See, this shit is beautiful, cause this means she's not your typical Mary Sue bitch who can just do anything and everything anytime she wants. Instead, she's just an interesting character that has some highs and lows sometimes. And that's where most mangakas and screenwriters flop so hard, because they either give their females too many strengths to the point where it's like, who the fuck does this bitch think she is? Or they give her hella weaknesses to the point where you're like, if she was a dude, I would have been smacked her up, bro. Now look at this chick getting packed up, bro. Isn't this beautiful? Now why does this have better animation than Blue Lock? It don't make no sense. Now let me just say this shit straight. The action in this show is not the reason why I like this show. The reason why I like the show is because of the lovey-dovey love stuff. This shit just brings out the character's personality a bunch. If you think about it, in most shonen, most romances are just annoying subplots that just distract from the main story. But here, the romance is the plot, and this anime is classified as a battle shonen. Bro, what the fuck? There's this moment where Gigi, her best friend turned possessed monster, and the worm are doing damage, and they come up with a plan to defeat the worm monster, and a plan to stop Gigi from kicking their asses. It's not looking too good, bruv, but through all the chaos, there's this beautiful moment where Okarun puts his faith in Momo, and Momo puts his faith in him. He promises to save Gigi, and just before she escapes, she promises to save him.
I promise I'll save you.
But then that nigga dies. Consumed by lava. She didn't keep her promise. But obviously that motherfucker's still alive, because the show would have ended right there and then with his death. But the inner turmoil we see her go through as she thought she didn't keep her promise.
You're alive.
But like I said, she will still thrive in her darkest moments, almost jumping into hot lava to save her mans, bro. Who's doing that, bro? Let's keep it real, bro. Is your girl gonna jump into hot molten lava for you? I hate to break it to you, but no. But she will, cause she's that girl. Now look at this sexy Sakura reincarnation over here. At first glance, you get insane Vietnam PTSD strokes thinking you're gonna be in for a world of useless anime bitch, but then you're reminded literally throughout the series to never judge a pretty bitch by her cover. Or an ugly bitch by her cover, for that matter. Like Optimus Prime said, there's more to them than what meets the eye. Can you imagine a world where a stubborn, sociopathic, deluded main character syndrome girl can make you care about her? Bro, clap it up for the females in this show, bro. Because I'm telling you, an entertaining female ensemble like this in shonen, a rarity, bro. Even though Aya dick rides the male MC a bit too much sometimes, and even though Aya almost let this nerd pipe it down behind a school building, not a single female in this show will ever enter the Hall of Sark. Kiddo, what is the Hall of Sark? Excellent question, young Nimrod. The Hall of Sark is a category that a very wise man made up on the spot that holds a list of terrible female characters that suck off the main character. Or they just suck in general. So let me lay these chicks out for you, starting with the obvious Sakura Haruno, the quote-unquote useless anime bitch that sucked off Sasuke since the day she was born.
Sasuke.
And she'll probably keep sucking him until the day she dies. Orihime Inoue, the damsel in distress on repeat, doesn't know when to stop sucking. Misa Amane, don't even get me started on this sucker, bruh. And finally, Mikasa Akarame. And in all seriousness, there's not a single female character in Dandadan that I'll ever put in this list. Some people might even dare say Momo sucks off the main character. I'm like, wrong! She's different. She's not like the other girls. She might suck off Okarun once or twice, but it's not her entire identity. Look, I'm about to make a bold statement. I'm about to put my visa on the line when I say this shit, bro. Immigration, if I'm lying, come take me now, cause there's not a single anime female shonen character that is as well-rounded as her. chick is funny like Anya, loyal like Nani, strong like Mikasa, deep and sexy like Robin, and to top it all off, she's got the sauce, the charisma. Most chicks have no game, but she is the game master. Look at the way she's playing with his hand, bro. Nobody's doing that. No chick is doing that, bro. Anyway, Momo is so nice. She lets Ira, who has no friends now because she was a little bitch, come over for a sleepover. Woo! And must I say, she came correct. Fit is so clean. The girls in this show are always dressed to the nines. Mega kill. Ultra kill. Monster kill. Ultra kill. Holy shit.
Fashion is the best armor for Gyaru. And looking fire is what hypes me up for a fight.
I really like the clothes in Dandadan, but for some weird reason in shonen anime, the writers like to think that if a female character has big boobs and a snatched waist, that it's automatically a good design, and I'm here like, no! Only when I feel like a Guna is big boobs and a snatched waist a good design. But most of the time, I'm an intellectual, so this shit is disturbing. Look at Momo, bro, she's working it! Now, off topic, but I don't know what's up with Japanese dudes and maids in little cute outfits. Shit, wait! I just had a Guna flashback. Now on topic, back to Momo being a great character. Look at the house, blown the fuck up, don't ask how. But anyway, because of this unfortunate situation, there's a nice character moment where Okurun vows to be stronger because he was being a weak little boy. And then Momo's like, oh, your nerd ass is so cute. And then she vows to get stronger as well.
Then I'm gonna get stronger too.
No stagnation, no uselessness. Everybody clap up, this chick will never be in the Hall of Suck. Why? Because she's better than you. Let me give you another example of her not just being a great character, but a great friend. As the episodes progress, so does Momo and Okurun's love story. And guess what? She doesn't just abandon her friends the second she catches feelings for some dude. She still chats with them, rides with them. Be honest, how many people do you know in real life who as soon as they get a man or a girl, they just vanish, finito, gone? This chick is still there. Even though their romance is the core of the show, it doesn't define her. This is why I will never call this chick a bitch, but I will call her a female dog. Let me show you how much of a dog she is just based off how she drives everything. So Gigi almost kills her and everybody's upset, everybody's crying like, why, you almost died. And Momo's like, shut up, stop crying, get good scrubs, and then they get good, nigga. Her main characterness drives them into a training montage with Beethoven and Mozart. Just simple classic main character energy driving the story instead of holding it back. This chick is a dog, a fucking dog. She be even driving the relationship, bro. She wears the goddamn pants. Like, I don't get it. I don't know if it's just because I'm being ignorant, but like, why do they make male MCs in romance animes always some awkward sniveling virgin coward who's never felt the taste of pussy in his goddamn life? Like, bro, where are your balls at? Anyway, it doesn't matter because lucky for him, Momo surpasses his cowardness, sauces his shit up, laughs at his unfunny jokes. FYI, if your girl doesn't laugh this hard at your unfunny jokes, then bruh, it's GG's. So in the final 2 episodes, remember how I told you sometimes she needs saving, sometimes she saves other people? So basically, Momo and friends are fighting this kaiju and everybody's putting in work. Still, Momo's like, you guys aren't on my level, let me show you how it's done. Completely slam dunks this fake ass Godzilla like she's King Kong. Then afterwards, la 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 la. Then she ends season 2 off in the exact same way season 1 started. With a bang. Look, I know in shonen, the reason why you hardly see any good female characters is because shonen's target demographic is normally young little horny boys, which is why you normally see boobies and crazy hip to waist ratios everywhere, to appeal to the young virgin horny minds, and make hella money. Still, I do fuck with this show heavy for being able to write a bunch of likable female characters well that go against the lame tropes that you see in other anime and other media as well, while still having that shonen energy. Shout out Momo, you feel me? Anyway, if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. If not, I'll have some old lady steal your fucking balls. But also remember who that girl is. Thanks for watching.